Hey, I was walking here today, and at one point there was this entire family of vision impaired people sitting in the middle of the sidewalk, those red tipped canes resting in their laps, and they were all fumbling with packs of Camel cigarettes, trying to peel at those little plastic tabs. So I'm trying to walk around them, trying not to step in one of the many pools of vomit that punctuate the sidewalk like large orange periods.
That is disgusting.
Polish, Botswanian, Argentinian, Australian, Canadian. That was my point. It was meant to be disgusting. This city is disgusting. This city is only its reputation. This city is a lie. It's an earthquake trap. It's a suburb of nothing. It's a suburb of itself. This city is a perpetual perfect day. This city is the end of the line.
Please stop it!
I used to have a girlfriend who would put fresh basil into those.
Well, I don't have any basil.
Mint too. She used to chop it all up.
I don't have a blender either.
Neither did she. She used a large Chinese cleaver.
Well, all you get with me is celery. Here.
Thank you.
Did you think of a film yet?
No, I haven't had a chance.
Well, what about a restaurant?
No. What about Indian food? No?
No.
Thai?
No.
Japanese?
No.
Jamaican?
No.
I give up. I give up.
Well, what about the film?
White Men Can't Jump is playing right across the street from the Ethiopian restaurant that we used to go to.
I hate Ethiopian food. I especially do not want to see that movie.
It looks funny.
What? Ethiopian food?
No, White Men Can't Jump.
I do not like basketball, and especially do not like films that perpetuate racial stereotypes.
Well, do you realize that by saying you don't like basketball, you're perpetuating a gender stereotype?
And do you realize that by being hypersensitive to gender stereotypes, you are perpetuating a cultural one?
What?
I love the texture of the tablecloths here. Feel how they're woven. It's a very complex pattern.
Great.
No, really. Feel. Run your finger along it.
Very nice.
It's little things that make the difference.
Yeah, I guess so.
If we finish this basket of bread, they'll bring us a new one.
That's great.
Oh, I didn't tell you what I saw this afternoon.
What?
I can't believe I didn't tell you this in the cab.
What?
Well, I went to the front window of my home. It's a bay window.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. I went to see how the weather was so I could dress accordingly,
Mhm.
and I saw one of those women I'd heard about on the radio. One of those middle-class women, suddenly rendered homeless,
Really?
resorting to living out of her luxury sedan.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Parked outside of my home. They used the bushes as a bathroom, you know.
You do?
Yes, sir. They squat down there using the bushes as cover.
Was she doing that?
No, she wasn't. I could tell she was thinking about it, though.
Why, what was she doing?
She was looking in the rearview mirror, applying lipstick.
How could you tell that she was thinking about using the bushes?
Look, I paid a lot of money for that landscaping. You have any idea how much that tan bark costs? It isn't cheap. I had those bushes flown in from Hawaii. You can't find that kind of shrubbery growing wild here in California. No, sir. I'll be a son of a gun if I'm going to let some lady squat down there and wipe herself on my bark and then leave the refuse for my daughter to find when she comes home and is out there talking with her friends. No, sir. So I called the police.
You called the police?
Yeah, you bet I did.
What did they say?
They sent a cruiser.
And?
Well, the woman had already driven away by the time the car came.
Did she use the bushes?
No, she didn't.
What did the officer say?
Nothing.
Does this kind of thing happen often?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. No. It's a very exclusive neighborhood.
Well, that's nice.
Yes, it is. Very nice. Fresh flowers on the table.
Mm-hmm.
They make the extra effort here. That's why I keep coming back. This restaurant isn't like one of those restaurants that use plastic flowers.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very nicely prepared drink.
It's just that Gene Dillman is playing tonight, and I haven't seen that film for years.
That's about 4 hours long.
I know, but I haven't seen it for years, and it's beautiful.
But it's 4 hours long.
So what?
So when I said dinner and a movie, I figured an hour and a half on dinner and an hour and a half on the movie.
Is there some place that you need to be tonight?
No.
So what's the problem?
There isn't any problem. It's just that 4 hours is a long time.
Okay, fine, just forget the film.
No. Let's go and see it.
I don't want to see it anymore. Let's just go see White Men Can't Dribble.
Jump.
Whatever the hell it is.
No, let's go see Gene Dealman.
You mentioned that you have a daughter?
My daughter, yes. My daughter's name is Rebecca.
How old is she?
18.
Really?
You seem surprised.
You seem young.
Yes, I was young. She's a freshman in college. She goes to school in Vermont.
Did you raise her?
Yes, I did. My wife didn't want children. She regarded Rebecca as an inconvenience. She regarded Rebecca as an obstacle, as a setback to her career.
What was her career?
Oh, she wanted to be a ballet dancer.
Really?
She regarded Rebecca as lesser. She left when Rebecca was 2. She went back to New York. She regarded Rebecca with contempt. She regarded Rebecca with not much respect at all. Rebecca and I have been together ever since.
I wanted to be a dancer, but my feet are too large.
Oh, well, my ex-wife has small feet.
Yeah, I have large feet.
Well, I'm sorry.
I wish I could have been a dancer.
Don't you find your work rewarding?
My work? No.
Well, years ago, your line of work was considered quite prestigious.
Working in a movie theater?
Yes, only they used to call them movie houses then. I mean, locating aisles, checking seat assignments with a sort of mini flashlight. That has to be exciting. You're a part of the glamour, the glitz.
No, all I ever did was sit in a plastic bubble and push an orange button that dispensed small paper tickets.
Do you like children?
Not especially, no.
Oh.
Chinese?
No.
Burmese?
No.
Korean? Mongolian?
No.
Mexican?
Uh-uh.
Middle Eastern?
No.
English?
God. Let's just go see your movie.
Well, what about dinner?
I don't think I could eat anything.
Why not?
Because I have a terrible toothache.
Well, you still have to eat.
It hurts to eat.
I'm hungry.
Well, then why don't you eat? I don't want to eat by myself.
I don't want to eat by myself.
Well, then why don't you eat? I don't want to eat by myself. Well, then why don't you eat? I don't want to eat by myself. Well, then why don't you eat? I don't want to eat by myself. Well, then why don't you eat? I don't want to eat by myself.
I don't want to eat by myself.
you like these shoes?
Yes.
Do you like these shoes?
Yes.
Or which shoes do you like better?
I like them both the same.
Or which shoes go better? These shoes or these shoes?
How many dates like this have you had?
This is my first one.
Oh, it can't be.
It is.
People must ask you out all the time.
No, they don't.
Well, I mean, being in your line of work, being a...
Working in a movie theater?
Right, I mean, mustn't they?
I don't even work there anymore. And no, people don't ask me out all the time. People come and they ask me for more butter on their popcorn, or they complain that the jujubes are stale. Or sometimes they come running out of the auditorium shouting, "Could you please focus the fucking projector?"
I don't think you're telling me the whole truth. I think you're just flattering me.
Flattering you?
Do you like the ocean?
Yes?
Is that why you moved here?
No. Did you remarry?
Oh, no. No, absolutely not. I didn't think it would be appropriate to have other women around Rebecca.
Does she miss her mother?
Well, Rebecca never knew her mother. One cannot miss what one does not know.
Does she look like her mother?
No, Rebecca takes after me in almost every regard. She has her mother's teeth.
Her teeth?
Hmm.
That's unusual.
Yes, I know.
Well, I guess being a dentist, you would be more sensitive to the subtleties of teeth.
They came to points,
What?
like icicles.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They're capped, of course. I capped them.
Oh.
Have you ever tried foie gras?
No.
Oh, you really should. What they do is, they force feed the animal by lodging a tube in the esophagus, and then they stuff down goose food so as to enlarge the liver. It's actually rather cruel if you stop to think about it.
I thought that your daughter was younger because you talked about her talking to her friends in the shrubbery.
Excuse me?
Why does your daughter talk to her friends in the bushes?
Oh, I see. I didn't understand.
Don't you let her friends in the house?
First things first. The way I raise my daughter is my concern, okay? Now, my daughter has her friends who come in the house. Of course. My daughter also has her friends who don't come in the house. I designate friends into either category. That is my prerogative.
This wine is good.
Yes.
I was riding to work yesterday on the bus, and there was this pool, this puddle of thick coagulated blood on the seat across from me. I don't know what happened. I guess someone got stabbed or something. But it was all neatly contained in the middle of the seat. You know how they're recessed for people's asses? And it was just sitting there like gelatin, like dessert. And then the driver slammed on the brakes, and it shot out all over this woman's pants who was sitting next to it. And people, they just kept getting on and tracking it all over the floor. And when I looked up, it was on the window and the handrail, and it was everywhere. Suddenly it was everywhere. But no one seemed to notice or care. People, they just kept moving. They just kept getting on and getting off.
Why are you upset?
I'm not upset.
Yes, you are.
I have a toothache.
That's why you can't eat. It's because you're pissed off.
I'm not pissed off.
Women are like that. They can't eat when they're pissed off.
Gender generalization.
I had a girlfriend once who lost 30 pounds after I broke up with her.
Yeah. Is that the same one with the cleaver?
No. But that happens all the time. Oh, women's digestive systems, they go into reverse.
What are you talking about?
Tension manifestation. Appetite deficiency.
Honey,
What?
I have a toothache.
How long had you been with your employer?
3 months.
Did you like it?
No, I already told you I hated it.
No, you didn't tell me that.
Well, I inferred it anyway.
One shouldn't hate what one does for one's living.
One did.
Well, have you ever thought about taking classes? There are some wonderful night courses available.
No, I don't want to go to school.
Well, don't think of it as school. Think of it as a game.
I don't really like games either.
Well, didn't you ever play games when you were a little girl?
Yes?
What kind of games did you like? Did you like the jump rope?
No.
Rebecca used to love jump rope. I would watch her play by herself for hours. She would connect one end of the rope to the wall and then swing it and sing those funny songs.
Didn't she have another friend to hold the other end of the rope?
No.
Why not?
Well, there weren't many children in our neighborhood. As I said, it's a fairly affluent one, and affluent children are less likely to play with one another than those impoverished.
I used to play the musical chairs.
Oh.
I had this counselor at camp who liked me, and she said that I reminded her of herself. And she used to play with me when the other kids were playing kickball out on the blacktop. We would sneak into a room together, and she would put up this row of plastic chairs, and she would sit at the piano and play and sing and smoke cigarettes, and I would walk around the chairs and dance.
I never wanted Rebecca to go to camp.
Well, last year when I was on the train, I was listening to the radio with my headphones, and I heard one of the songs that she used to sing. It was so great. It was so beautiful, and it was exactly like I remembered it. And I started to cry right there in front of everyone.
Oh, one shouldn't cry on trains. You'll give people opportunities. Are your parents still together?
No.
No?
You sound surprised.
Oh, no, they're not.
Are you happy?
Oh, definitely not happy. Are they divorced?
Were.
Were.
Were. It was a bad breakup.
Oh, how so? If you don't mind me asking.
My father had a lover,
I see.
and my mother found out about it.
How?
She pulled up next to them in her car at a traffic light.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was in the car too. I didn't see them though. I just remember my mother's face. We were on our way to pick up the pizza, and we were singing along to the radio in the car. And my father had called and said that he would be late. And we came to a light, and my mother stopped singing. But I carried on. I mean, it wasn't until I heard the horns of the cars behind me and realized that the light was green and that we weren't going anywhere that I looked up at my mother's face. And there was this look on her face. This look on my mother's face.
She was directly next to them?
My father and his girlfriend were kissing, supposedly. And they didn't see us, and when the light changed, they stopped kissing, and my father drove away. But I'll never forget that look on my mother's face. or the sound of the horns of the cars behind us. My mother drove me and the pizza to a motel. She brought me inside and turned on the television and said, "Now eat. Watch TV and eat and don't leave this room." And she didn't come back until 10:30 the next morning.
Rebecca always loved pizza.
I watched home box office all night. Movies I'd never seen before. Movies with girls walking around without their shirts on.
Where are your parents now?
My mother lives in Idaho.
And your father?
My father's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My father killed himself.
Oh, I can honestly say that's one thing I've never thought of doing.
Well, good for you.
That always seems so selfish, so abrupt.
It is fairly abrupt, actually.
See that dish that woman is having over there?
Yes?
I had that last time. It was incredible. That's calamari. I don't know if you're a fan or not.
Not really, no.
You know, it's funny. The last time I came here with Rebecca, on our way in, we saw a homeless woman urinating against the wall outside there.
How interesting.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe I forgot about that. She hugged her skirt up around her waist and pressed her buttocks against the brick wall and urinated all over herself. It was a little embarrassing. Oh, when they bring the entree, watch how the waiter serves it. He will use the European method of serving. He will manipulate the food between a fork and a spoon, both of which he'll hold in the same hand. And when our salads come, I want you to try the house dressing.
Why?
Well, I think it's a little rich. I want to find out if you think it's as rich as I do.
Cystitis.
What?
Cystitis. The woman who pissed up against the wall, she probably had cystitis. She was pressing herself against the wall to relieve some of the pain.
Really?
Strangery.
What?
Why is it that dentists know nothing about anatomy, but doctors always know something about teeth?
Have you found that to be the case?
What's this one? Can I open this one?
Sure. Oh, God.
Oh, you have to look at that now.
I can't believe it. I thought, what is it?
It's a Z.
Huh? Oh,
It's a big Z or a big
God.
apple. What is it?
It's nothing. Can I have it?
Hey, tell me what it
Can I
is.
know?
No, what is it?
It's from a friend of mine.
Who?
It hurts to talk.
Tell me.
It's no one that you know. Can I have this?
No, you can't have it. Who is it
Why?
from?
It's from a friend of mine.
Who?
I'm not going to tell you because you'll only get pissed off.
I'm not gonna get pissed
Yes,
off.
you will. Can I have this?
No.
It's from somebody at work.
Who?
It's from this guy. We got drunk together at a convention in Dallas, and I lost my room key, and I was too embarrassed to go to the front desk, so I stayed in his room.
And?
And that's it.
That's not it.
That's it.
That's not
And there
it.
was only one bed.
And?
And
Who was it?
no one that you know.
Who was it?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, wait. Here. Take this.
$5?
Yes, there's an attendant in the ladies' room. Put this in the tip jar after you finish.
$5.
Sure, there's a little tip jar in there. They have a selection of beauty products. Creams, soaps, sprays for the hair, perfume, things like that. Put this in the tip jar after you use a beauty product.
I'm not going to use a beauty product.
The attendant will hand you a towel to dry off your hands after you wash them.
What are you talking about?
Here.
I don't want it.
It's a little class. Come on.
I don't want it.
It's expected here.
I still don't understand the Z.
Well, he pretended to be asleep the entire time.
While you were having sex?
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
He kept making these little dream noises and he snored.
I still don't understand the Z.
In cartoons, you know when people sleep, you know the captions, those circles above their heads? In cartoons when people sleep? Do you get it now? Well, he just sends me these reminders. What are you doing?
Going home.
Why? You promised you wouldn't be mad.
I lied.
Well, you promised.
Go home. Would you just go home?
I promised you wouldn't be
I
mad.
lied, all right?
You promised.
Go home. Go home.